One of the most terrifying creatures in all of mythology was not born a monster. She became one. Medusa is remembered today as a creature with snakes for hair, a face so horrifying that anyone who looked at her was instantly turned to stone. But behind this terrifying image lies one of the most tragic stories in all of ancient mythology. Medusa was one of three sisters known as the Gorgons. Unlike her immortal sisters, Stheno and Euryale, Medusa was mortal. She was said to be breathtakingly beautiful, so beautiful that men traveled great distances just to see her. Medusa lived as a priestess in the temple of Athena, the goddess of wisdom, war, and justice. Her life was meant to be pure, devoted to the gods, protected within the walls of the sacred temple. But one day, the god Poseidon noticed her. Poseidon was not just the ruler of the seas. He was one of the most powerful gods in Olympus, and when he desired something, he took it. Inside Athena's own temple, Poseidon forced himself upon Medusa. In that moment, Medusa's life was destroyed. But what happened next is what makes her story so horrifying. Athena did not punish Poseidon. She punished Medusa. Athena blamed her for the desecration of the temple, and in a cruel act of divine justice, she cursed her. Medusa's beautiful hair became writhing snakes. Her skin hardened and grew monstrous. Her eyes gained a terrible power. Anyone who looked into them would instantly turn to stone. Medusa was transformed from a victim into a monster. Banished and feared, she fled far from civilization, hiding in caves and ruins. Anyone who tried to find her never returned. Over time, stories about her grew darker and more exaggerated. She became a symbol of terror. Eventually, a hero was sent to kill her. His name was Perseus. Perseus was tasked with bringing back Medusa's head, a weapon powerful enough to defeat kings. But he knew he could not face her directly. The gods gave him powerful tools: a mirrored shield from Athena, winged sandals from Hermes, and a sword forged by Hephaestus. The helm of invisibility from Hades, and a sacred satchel meant to carry Medusa's head. Hidden from sight, protected by divine magic, Perseus approached the monster's lair. Using the shield like a mirror, Perseus watched Medusa's reflection. As she slept, he approached, and in a single strike, he beheaded her. From her blood, two beings were born, the winged horse Pegasus and the warrior Chrysaor. Even in death, Medusa created life. But was she truly evil? Or was she just another victim of the gods?
In the shadowed halls of Athena's temple, the innocent Medusa knelt, trembling before the wrath of the gods. Though she had committed no crime, a divine curse was placed upon her, twisting her beauty into a form both terrible and tragic. Her hair became a nest of writhing serpents, her skin cold and unyielding as stone. Around her, those who dared to look too closely were frozen in eternal fear, statues of the innocent victims of a fate not of their own making. And yet, in the midst of this horror, a glimmer of destiny appeared. Perseus, the mortal chosen by the gods, crept silently into the lair, armed with divine gifts. He watched her reflection in Athena's shield, careful not to meet her gaze directly. From her death would come miracles. Pegasus, the winged horse of legend, and Chrysaor, the shining warrior, born from her sacrifice. Even in tragedy, the threads of fate wove a story of awe and wonder, a reminder that beauty and terror often walk hand in hand.
Many historians and mythologists believe Medusa represents something much deeper. In ancient cultures, snakes symbolized protection, rebirth, and hidden wisdom. Medusa herself may have once been a powerful snake goddess, a figure of female authority that inspired both reverence and fear. As societies changed, her story was rewritten. A powerful woman became a monster. Yet even in her so-called monstrosity, her image was carved into shields, temples, and doorways. Not to frighten, but to guard. Her gaze, once a curse, became a shield against evil. Today, her story resonates across centuries, appearing in films, art, comics, and fashion, a reminder of transformation and injustice. Medusa was not born a monster, she was made into one. And in her tale, we see reflections of ourselves, the fear of female power, the fragility of reputation, the consequences of envy and cruelty. In her loneliness, there is strength. In her tragedy, there is wisdom. In her image, there is protection and rebirth. Perhaps the most tragic truth of all is that Medusa was never evil, only caught in the tides of gods, men, and myth. Her story endures because it speaks to the timeless struggle between power and prejudice, fear and understanding, mortality and legend. For more cinematic myths and legendary stories, subscribe to Phobos Umbra. Thank you for watching.